top one first. So Becca wants to cut 2 meters and 1.2 meters of wood into smaller pieces. They all need to be the same length. What's the longest length that they can be? So we need to work out whether we need to work out the highest common factor or the lowest common factor, common multiple. So the first thing is, these are the main bits of wood. Okay, we're cutting them to make them smaller. So what I said at the beginning, the highest common factor will always be smaller than the 2 numbers that we're dealing with, okay? And because if we're cutting it to make it smaller, that means that the numbers are going to be smaller. And then it also says at the end, what is the longest length it could be, okay? Longest is similar to highest. So we're actually going to be finding the highest common factor. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to use this space here. I am going to convert them into centimetres just because finding factors of 1.2 isn't the easiest, whereas if it was 120, that would be much easier. Okay, so you need to remember that there are 100 centimetres in a metre, and then you can then do the factor tree. So let's start with 200 first. Okay, so numbers that multiply to make 200 could be 4 and 50. Neither of those are prime, so 4 could be 2 times 2. They're both prime, so I can circle them. 50 could be 5 times 10. Okay, again, as I said before, you can do like 2 and 25, you'll still get the same answer. 5 is prime, 10, 2 and 5, which are both prime. So I'm just going to write it over here just to keep it all neat. So 200 is 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same for 120. So it could be, actually I might do 12 and 10. 12 times 10. Neither of those are prime, but 10 is 5 and 2, and they're both prime. 12 could be 2 and 6. 2 is prime, and 6 is 2 and 3, and they're both prime. So for 120 we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do. I'm going to rub that out, the factor trees, just because I'm running out of space. Okay. Okay, so step 2 is the Venn diagram. Okay, so 200, 120. So we look at the numbers. What numbers do they have in common? So they've both got at least 1 2, they've both got another 2, and they've both got another 2, and they've both got 1 5 in common. Okay, so they've got 2 2 2 2 2 2 5 5. Okay, so 200's got another 5 left over, so we put that there, and the 120 has a 3 left over. Okay, so as I said before, the highest common factor are the numbers in the middle multiplied together. So we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, so the answer will be 40 centimetres. Okay, and if you think about it logically, 40 does go into 120 and 40 does go into 200. Okay. I'm going to rub all of the top one off whilst we do the second one. I'll read it out first because we're not going to do it the same way as before, and you might be able to work out why when I read it. So Jack is having a party and he wants to give everyone a party bag containing a chocolate bar, balloon and a pen. Chocolate comes in packs of 5, balloons come in packs of 8 and pens come in packs of 4. He doesn't want anything left over. What is the minimum number of bags he makes? Okay, so the reason why we're not going to be doing it the same as the one above and what we've been doing on the first page is because it's very hard because there's 3 things. Okay, so there's 3 different things going on. We've got the chocolate, we've got the balloons and we've got the pen. Okay, so the best way to do this is to use your just times tables. Okay, now again if we read through it, it says minimum here. So obviously the number of bags is going to be bigger than the numbers that we've got of 5, 8 and 4. So we're going to be finding the lowest common multiple. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm just going to write down the times tables for all of them. So we're going to start with the chocolate bars. So chocolate bars comes in packs of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's all I can fit in. Okay, so that's if I got 1 pack, 2 pack, 3 pack and so on. That's how many chocolate bars that I'll have. Okay, then we focus on the balloons. So the balloons come in packs of 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, Okay, now even at this point you might see some similarities already and work out which one it is, but we do need to finish it off by doing the pens. So pens come in packs of 4, so it could be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. Okay, we look at each row and we see what number appears in all of them. Okay, so if we look, so 40 appears in the chocolate bars, 40 appears in the balloons and 40 appears in the pens. So the answer will be 40 bags. Okay.